So, Mr. We're entering Parshas Chukas, and this week's Parsha has the famous part that we always hear, famous Torah Torah, famous thought on Torah that we always hear. Zayis Torah, this is the Torah Adam Kiyamas Ba'al, this is the instruction of a person who dies in the tent. Kala Ba'al, anything comes to the tent, V'chal Asher Ba'al, anything gets in the tent, Yitam Shivas Yamim, becomes Tameh, impure for 7 days. Which means that anything that is in the room, God forbid, when somebody passed away, it becomes impure. So there's a famous line that we hear in yeshiva again and again. This is the Torah. What is it? Adam Kiyamas Ba'al. The way the Torah is upheld for somebody is somebody in a Torah is by somebody who's Me'emes Hatzmela, somebody who kills himself over it. So we hear this again and again, and it could get difficult because how do you kill yourself over a Torah? Like you don't sleep and you don't eat much and you're totally focused, and it really gets hard. And it's hard. What are we supposed to do? What if we're not that guy who's able to do that? So one of the answers is that I'll give you a story. If somebody's ever held down in a pool, one of his friends decides to play a trick on him, so he claws and he pushes his friend's hand away until he's able to get out of the water, because his life is at stake. And that feeling of I'm trapped, I have to get out. That's the feeling of my life is at stake. Now, that's a horrible feeling, but let's say there's 2 pieces of chocolate and I want to eat both, but I know I should be giving one to somebody else. So that tiny feeling of like, as you eat the first one, you want to eat the second one, you don't. That tiny feeling that you feel like, that's also, it's a mini death. It's a mini memes. That feeling of when you already learned the Gemara and now you're supposed to learn it again, Chazara, or your Chavrusa, your study partner, saying something and you really disagree with him, but he might have a point and you don't really want to hear it, and you say, can you say it again? And you try to empty your mind for those few minutes and say, can you tell me again what you said? And you just try to focus on him. When you're not really sure if you got it, but you could read it another time and really get it clear, or you can write it down, or there's a class that you don't want to go to. All those times when you feel just a bit trapped and a little bit that you don't want to, and it's a survival of like, I'm uncomfortable and I could just be more comfortable, I'd be more alive if I just was left alone. But you tell yourself, you know what? I want to acquire Torah. I want to be able to be a person who knows Hashem's will. So that's, in a person like us who's able to do that we're able to say, you know what, I'm going to push myself. A mini mamus, a mini death, not a full death. That's too hard. But these little deaths that we give ourselves, we go against the animal of us, and we put it aside for a second. We say, right now I'm soul, and I want to know the Torah. I want to know Hashem's will. That's how the Torah will be upheld within us, and it's much easier.